Everyone, it is time. After 40 hours of gameplay, after about a month and a half here on my DSPGaming channel on YouTube, it is time to see the end of Death Stranding 2. It's been a ride, that's for sure, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. But now it is time to return back to Mexico for the finale. Let's go.
Almost there.
Back through the gate. I know, it does feel like we've been playing this for a very long time. You're absolutely right. Okay. Crazy storm.
Sam, we've got some updates on the disturbances in the tar currents. The point of greatest instability appears to be not too far from the site you linked up at the very beginning of your journey, in the vicinity of Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Corallium levels are well outside the normal range, and I'm willing to bet there's something of interest to be found there. For instance, we've also received reports of a giant shadow. I've marked the location on your map. Proceed there as soon as you can.
I can't imagine what
Sam,
that's going to
be
be.
advised that the anomaly is growing larger. Left unchecked, it's unclear what wider impact this might have. We also won't be able to travel to the beach until the issue is resolved. You're the only one we can turn to. Get moving and sort this out.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Mario Kart World says it seems like everyone forgot about this game. It seems like in the modern gaming landscape, games like this get hyped for...
the sky. I have a tremendously bad feeling about this. We had better hurry, Sam.
The sky looks like you're underwater, like you're under the ocean. But games like this, like when Death Stranding 1 came out, if you remember, it was like a huge event. Everyone talked about it for a long time. With this one, everyone talked about it for a few days, and then everyone was on to the next thing. And it seems like in gaming, that's just what it is now. Like, it's so oversaturated with so many games, so many things going on at all times, that the talk of culture doesn't stick around. It's like you're on to the next so quickly. You know what I mean? Oh, look. That's my vehicle that I left early on. That's interesting. That's very interesting that my vehicle from early on is still here. All right, so we have to go all the way back to the beginning. Right here. So...
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Got my route set. Okay. So Mexico looks slightly different than it used to, huh? Oh, you know what? There's something I want to check on. I might actually have my console on the wrong resolution. Seriously. I think it might be. Let me double check. Yep. Okay, hold on. I've been playing at 1080p for like a stream because last time when I played Capcom vs. SNK 2, I wanted to put it on 1080p and see if it would make the game have less input delay. I have no idea if it did or not, but then I accidentally forgot to set my stream back. So, or my console back, I should say. So let me go ahead and set to 4K for the finale. Obviously, I want to see all that level of detail for the finale. The truth is, Even though I played 1 or 2 streams of this game at 1080p, I literally didn't notice at all. Like, I just didn't see any difference. So, the game looks good even at 1080p. If you're not playing it at 4K, you're not really missing anything. There we go. Okay. Well, I'll be watching Fallout Season 2. Yes. How was Battlefield 6 yesterday? Good. I had a very slow start because I didn't remember what the hell I was doing. But once I got into it, and started remembering how the classes work and everything, I actually was enjoying myself. So I'm actually very much looking forward to Sunday when I'll be probably, playing it even better. Okay. Here we go. All right, so now apparently I'm at 4K. And to be honest, do I see much of a difference? Not really. You guys watching were either watching at 1440p or 1080p, and it looks almost identical. I'm not seeing much of a significant difference between the 4K and the 1080, so it's not like I was missing out for that stream that technically was 1080. But for the finale, I figure let's go ahead and upgrade it all the way. So here we go. Like I said, that was cool. My vehicle was still there from early on. That's pretty cool. You're watching at 480p. If you're watching at 480p, you definitely didn't notice any difference. I guess either way is fine. No, actually, we want to go left. If you go right, it's a dead end. Aha. That's correct. Kick streaming caps at 1080p. So the most you can watch on Kick is 1080p. YouTube, I'm broadcasting at 1440p. So you can definitely see better quality on YouTube. And on demand, you should be able to watch up to 1440p if you're watching the on-demand videos. So yeah, the sky over Mexico has become an ocean. Pretty crazy looking. Charge our battery here. Cool. How much did I miss? Nothing. We literally just crossed into Mexico and we're in Mexico right now and that's it. And the sky looks like the ocean. So it looks like we're under the ocean right now, which is kind of weird. We don't know what's going on. But that's about it. That's all that's happening. Looks like it's going to end just like it started, by driving really slowly in a boring way. I will not be grabbing any items for deliveries. What did I think of Neil Ivana? Honestly, Tag, I think Neil Ivana was a filler character. I don't really feel like he had much purpose in the story at all. Just kind of like a red herring character to make you think that something else was going on that really wasn't. So, nah. Alright, so here we are. Probably stop here. Repair the vehicle, because the vehicle is all destroyed, right, from the rain. I was just saying this to my wife this morning, because, we were talking about the game and everything. And I was telling her, basically, what I think the idea that Kojima had for Death Stranding is... Oh, by the way, yeah, my camera is a little bit too, I gotta change the camera height. by 1 notch here because my head is getting cut off a little bit. There we go. I think what Kojima was going for with this game is he wanted a game where, number one, there's a really interesting, riveting, unique story. And we all can agree the Death Stranding 1 and 2 story is insanely unique. Like, it's so wild, you'll never forget the game, right? Even if you don't like the story, you'll still remember it. But I think what he's going for with the gameplay is a game that's meant to be a game where you just kind of chill and you do it as like a... How can I say? Like, someone described it the other day, like, I like Death Stranding 2 because I can play it while I'm doing something else. Like, I can just boot up the game, and I could do, like, 10 deliveries in a row of side content to unlock stuff, and then I watch a movie, right? Or I'm watching a video on YouTube, but I'm still playing, and I'm leveling up. So that's how I feel. Like, I don't feel like the game itself is meant to be a game that is the major focus of what you're doing. That the gameplay is meant to be kind of like a thing you can balance with other stuff, which is fine. I think it serves that purpose. There's probably people who go to work or go to school, and then they come home and they just want to relax, and they turn on Death Stranding 1 or 2, and then they play it for a few hours, they do a few deliveries, they level up, and then they're done, they turn it off. And then when they're not limited for time and they have more time, then they advance the story, right? And I could definitely see this being a game like that, where you buy it, and it takes you a long time to beat it, but you play the heck out of it, and you feel like you get more out of it than someone who's just playing it to get through it. Like me, I'm playing it as a streamer to entertain an audience. It's very hard to do that, I'm not going to lie. It's hard to make the gameplay elements of Death Stranding 2 good for an audience, because they're really not. I don't think that's what it was designed for. This is not a spectator game, you know? This is a chill game. And I definitely see it as that. Did Kick Chat crash? I haven't seen anyone talk on Kick for 3 minutes. Is the Kick Chat working, guys? BTs. So why did I play it? Because it's a unique new release. It's something that people definitely wanted to see me play because I played the first. You want to see how the story advances. You want to see how things change. No, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to ignore it, like I always do. I literally haven't fought one of those, right? There was the one they forced you to fight early on, the first time you encountered it. I haven't fought one since. I don't see the point. Like, what's the point of fighting that thing? There's none. There's literally no point to fighting it. A complete waste of time. I hit a ladder. I busted a ladder. Yeah, we're almost there.
Is it the gate quick? Quick, Sam, we need to pick up the pace.
So here it is. Holy crap. Look at that, a crab. A giant enemy crab.
This thing must be the cause of the...
I have the stupid guitar. Ineffective against BT, so there's no point even using this. Great. Interesting. Do I have any grenades? no. I don't have any grenades. I didn't bring any with me. Well, I guess I'm just shooting the thing then.
Recent disruption to the tar currents. Look at the size of it. I hope you're ready for this, Sam.
Well, a multi-rocket launcher. You're gonna shoot it in the yellow.
Are you injured, Sam?
Shut up.
Sam, look closely. See those reddish areas on its body? I suspect they may be its weak points. Think you can hit them? Just like that, Sam. Looks like you managed to hit its weak points.
This is very exciting. It's even playing like old school sci-fi movie music. Did you hear that? It was like, ooh. All right, let's just go to the other machine gun. Does it have another weak point or not? I guess not. Not yet.
Watch out, Sam. I think it's about to try something.
Yeah, I can't change the camera right now. It's shooting missiles. Or he dropped enemies. I don't know what he just did. I really missed with the jellyfish. I don't know where he's going now. Any more weak points? That one? Yes. His back leg was a weak point. I have 2 grenades left. I'll use the rockets.
Okay, Sam. It stopped dead in its tracks. Now's your chance to attack. Our enemy's growing weaker, Sam. Keep it up a little longer.
got? It stopped equipping. What the hell? Weird. Yeah, I don't have a capture grenade. I don't have any grenades on me. I haven't had grenades in a very long time. What's up, King Michael? Good to see you. Yeah, I know. What a tough fight. Yeah, so tough. Super easy. Insanely easy fight.
Excellent work, Sam. Honestly, to take down such a massive monstrosity is an incredible feat. I can only assume that the disturbances in the tar currents will now start to subside. But we don't have time to waste. We need to get to your shelter as quickly as possible.
What's hilarious is at this point, you don't really need any of these, right? I mean, we will want to probably make some weapons for whatever the final fight will be, because that definitely wasn't the final boss, but for the most part, you're done needing much of anything. Get back to my vehicle. So basically, from what I'm gonna understand, remember earlier on we got the capture grenades? What you could have been doing is along all these fights where there's always been the BTs, these big ones, you could catch them. And then when you get into another fight, another boss fight, you could basically throw one BT to fight the other one. And so they distract each other and fight each other, and then these fights end up being really easy. Not to say that fight wasn't really easy, it was. But imagine right there. Imagine right there. If while we were fighting it, I could have summoned a giant tentacle BT to fight him. And it would be like hitting his legs and distracting him. Or imagine if we had a flying BT. Because remember, there were flying BTs we completely skipped. Imagine if there was a flying BT that would fly over there and hit him in the face and stuff. So you could do that in the game. That's what I mean. Like, this is like the ultimate chill game. Where if you want to spend time doing all that side stuff, you can unlock a heck of a lot of content that you just skip if you're just doing the main story, and it adds to the game. For me as a streamer, well, I just have to beat the main game. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really have that time
Commencing route creation.
to be doing insane amount of extra stuff. We just have to play through the game and finish it. But I can definitely see if you want to invest 20, 30, 40 extra hours of gameplay into this game and unlock all that kind of content and do it, it probably adds to the experience. I mean, the story's not going to change, but your journey will. And a lot of times they say, you know, it's about the journey, not the destination. I did a few side missions in the game, but not a lot. I did... Basically, what I did is any cargo that I saw that was optional along the path of what I was doing, I would stop and grab, but that was really about it.
Brilliant
Nothing
work,
too major.
Sam. On a different subject, about APAS 4000. We used the drawbridge Cupid and had a go at digging through the relevant records. Our search yielded an explanation as to how they managed to construct their servers on the beach. They mathematically predicted a point where the tar currents intersected with the beach, and dispatched cargo ships with the necessary materials along this route. We also acquired the data for the special propulsion system needed to make the trip. Now rest assured, we've already begun the work of retrofitting this system to the DHV Magellan's own components. Once we're finished, we'll have the ability to travel to and from any beach we please. Wherever Higgs goes, we should be able to follow. That said, to reach a beach of your choosing, you need an item with a strong connection to the place. Higgs has Amelie's Kipu and Dreamcatcher in his possession, as I recall. Either would have served as a sufficient connection to both you and her. Higgs is single-minded in his obsession. He only cares about you and Amelie. That's not enough, though. As you know only too well, emotions alone don't amount to a powerful connection. Just like how communicating with someone via hologram is no substitute for being able to reach out and touch their actual heart. What I'm trying to say is, you need something physical, a tangible object that binds you to Amelie. There must be something suitable in your shelter, and that's exactly what we need you to find. With it, we'll be able to follow Higgs to the beach. Higgs is hell-bent on triggering the last stranding, and we don't have much time until he does. We're working as quickly as we can to get the ship's engines ready. But you, Sam, you need to get us the key to unlock the beach the bastards fled to, before it's too late. At the very least, the tar currents appear to have calmed down somewhat. The DHV Magellan can travel to your position without issue. We'll link up with you at your shelter.
I just got asked by the chat. Well, someone in the chat, do you usually get more viewers than this? Yes. We have almost no viewers. I'm serious. For the finale of Death Stranding 2, we have like 150 people on YouTube and like 60 on Kick. Like I said, this game, much like a lot of games these days, was there hype for it? Yeah, when it came out a month and a half ago, and then right after that, within a week, no one ever talked about it again. Like, I didn't hear anyone talking about this game after the first week. And that seems to be what happens with a ton of games these days. It's not like it used to be where games would get hype and be talked about for an extended period of time. Everyone's always constantly just on to the next, on to the next.
Repair job, she's practically sparkling.
I am grateful for everyone who is here live and anyone who has watched this entire playthrough on demand on DSPGaming and got to the end. Really, I get it. Like, it's been an arduous task, right? Some of these days have felt pretty rough. Since the next area is going to probably be the finale, I figure now's our chance to do our final private room. This will also recover all our ammo and everything that we just used. Jeez, there's a picture from the beginning of the game. A little different from what's going on right now, huh? All right, time for our final shower. Oh, we can talk to Dollman. He doesn't really have anything to say, does he?
All right, Sam. What do you say we head out and get to work?
That's it. That's all he says. Oh, by the way, I was going to say those figures over there, those populate the further you get into the game and the more enemies you fight. I remember in the first game, same thing. As you fought enemies, they would show up over there, like unique enemies. But that was only in the private room. You didn't have the DHV Magellan in the first game. I think that was to show how far you were in the game, like story-wise. In this one, if you remember when you're on the Magellan, it drew people on the wall to show how far you were in the story. So. All right, it's time for our final shower, everybody. Our final shower of the playthrough. Get your final gander at this. You won't see it again, because I doubt that Redis is coming back for a third after this one. After this one, he probably said never again. I'm staying as far away from Kojima as possible. Yes, the blocks, I think it was bosses, enemy factions, and whatnot. That's right. I remember in the first game, they would always show up on the side over there, little figurines, like little army men and stuff would show up. And then in this game, like I said, for the room on the Magellan. Oh, there it is. It's actually in here too. I didn't even notice. There it is. So that's the how far you are into the game, and we're about to finish it. See how far we are? I think what it is there's how many people you've linked up, and there's so many optional people that could be filled if you do all the optional people. So kind of like a game completion measure. All right. Let's go. Let's finish this game.
Departing facility. Stay careful. Atmosphere
This way. Okay. We're off. We're off for the finale. I predict 1 to 2 more big fights, and that's probably the end of the game. I think probably there's got to be one more giant final boss fight, I'm sure. And maybe another one. It all depends on how crazy Kojima wanted to get.
Sam, this is Tarman. Fragile is still suffering from the effects of jump shock. Nevertheless, we can't do this without her assistance. She'll lead the way by identifying the specific beach we need to reach. All Doom sufferers aboard the ship will then harness their powers to help perform the jump and reduce the strain on her as much as possible. Now, while it's true that Fragile and Higgs are no strangers to one another, the success of this jump ultimately hinges on the strength of the connection between her and you. It needs to be unbreakable. You and Fragile must ensure your car and Ha are linked by a connection that will withstand any and all strain.
What's interesting is that, you know, Tarman is played by the guy who's the director of the Mad Max movies, Mad Max 1 and 2. Not the recent ones, but the old ones, the originals. He's an Australian movie director. How many people are going to know him just as Tarman and not actually know that he actually directed, like, these crazy good movies that were, like, humongous hits back in the past, right? How many people don't even know about the original Mad Max movies and have only seen the recent ones, I wonder? Can I jump? I don't know if they're gonna let me. Well, the water's yellow anyway, so no big deal. Little shortcut. Oh, there's a hole in the gate here. That's convenient. Probably intended where you're supposed to go, right here, this hole. This is where we first ran into the dead man ninja.
In the quest of the dreams. It's not what it seems.
Go around here, but go around. They let us.
It's not what it seems. He said he needed help, so he lent.
The music has been nice. Like, I haven't minded the music of this playthrough, but just FYI, every single video that had the music in it got claimed. So, you know, ad revenue-wise, I've made, like, nothing on this playthrough. I don't care. Like, I don't make a lot of money on ad revenue regardless. It really is cumulative with all the stuff I've done over the years. It's not just an individual playthrough, really, that makes ad revenue for me. So it's not a huge deal, but it is annoying that you just can't even be artistic on YouTube and have music. It all gets screwed up. Pretty stupid. Here we go.
Today I'll be remembered.
This way.
Tomorrow just a dream.
Parasola says, I love to listen to Kojima's playlist. He has good taste. He gives out some stuff, like, I know on social media, sometimes he posts up the songs he listens to. He posts up when he goes to see movies and stuff. So if you're into his tastes, he does share a lot publicly. I know because, of course, I am his #1 fan. Everyone knows this. I follow the guy religiously in everything he does. You have left the delivery area. What happened? What are you talking about? I'm heading the right way. Hopefully everything's okay here. I don't know why the color just changed. That was really bizarre. I wasn't trying to drive out of the game. Metal Gear won't be the same without him. No, I guarantee you, they're going to spend the next decade remaking all the Metal Gear games. Now they're doing 3, then they're going to do 1, 2. They're going to remake them all. Watch. They're just going to keep remaking his work and making money on it. They're not going to make a new one. There's no way, because no one would buy a new one, but people will buy a remake.
Just a bit further now.
We are. Transporter boots? Why were there transporter boots there? Oh, that's weird. I wonder if we're gonna need shoes. I don't have any extra shoes? I thought I did. I guess not. I guess I don't have them anymore. Maybe I should pick up these transporter boots and change my shoes. Here we go. Cool. We get in here. What's up, Matthew? How are you? Oh, here we go. Examine. His force field, not force field, his hologram wasn't working anymore. All right. That's better. Read the SSS. I saw it kept saying immerse yourself in your memories and stuff, but I don't know who H is. Who's H making those posts on the SSS, I wonder? Could it be Higgs? Maybe Higgs was posting? Where is it? Where's the SSS? I forget where you find that. Sam, it's me, Higgs. You're alive in the shelter. It's all in the past. Bitch and moan about it all you want. There's no going back. Why don't you content yourself with your photos and memories while you can? After all, even they won't survive the last stranding. I took the liberty of using the chiral network to hack into your shelter and share a few... I was reading that. Share a few choice picks with you. No need to thank me. I'm just nice like that. See you soon. Yeah, here you go. Look. Yep. That's what these pictures have been that you've been getting. King's sending you all these pictures the whole time and trying to torture you. But you know Lou's a lie. So why would this be torture? Just examine, then goes away. There.
A cherished memory, no doubt. But not what we're looking for, I'm sorry to say.
Here it is. The bread. That's what the memory is we're looking for. A gun! Wasn't this at one point he was gonna kill himself or something crazy?
That belongs to you, doesn't it? I doubt that it held any meaning for Amelie.
That is so dumb. They think Lou is still dead and tomorrow was a sperm sample that was used, so they're all morons. Anyone with a brain would have figured this out 100 years ago. The dumb thing. The plot just, it sucks right now because everyone knows what's going on, but except the characters in the fucking game. How stupid. What about the bathroom? Can we take a dump? No. What am I looking for? Nothing's triggering. Oh, it doesn't work in here. No, that's funny. It doesn't do anything. I don't know. Nothing's triggering. I don't know what they're expecting me to interact with. Nothing is triggering at all. Look. Can't go in there. I don't know what they want me to do. Nothing else in the environment is happening. Oh, we're supposed to do this a second time? Oh.
Bridget, or Amelie?
Aha.
Yes, this photo of Amelie, or Bridget, should serve as a tie to the quipu she wore, meaning we should be able to use it to connect to the quipu in Hicks's possession as well. Yes, this is exactly what we need, Sam.
Okay.
Sam, with what you've found, we should be able to determine which beach Higgs ran off to. Hurry back to the ship. It's time we took the fight to Higgs.
Alright, finally. We're in the end game now. I know I'm leaving all the weapons on there. I don't really care.
Fight, Sam. Do whatever it takes to save tomorrow.
Likes. We have to get Tomorrow back, episode 14, Last Stranding. So the game has 17 episodes, but you know they're all going to be story. There's going to be a bunch of cutscenes. Probably, I'm guaranteeing one final fight, I bet, coming up. But outside of that, it's going to be all story at the end here.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah. Oh, 100% Mowgli says they're going to re-release MGS4 on next-gen watch. Konami will make millions on Kojima's back. I agree. I think that will happen. Because right now, you can't even play Metal Gear Solid 4 outside of a PS3. So people will be like, oh, it's back. Metal Gear Solid 4 is back. The masterpiece returns, and they'll buy it again, even though he's not involved.
Sam, it's Hartman.
Uh-huh.
DHV Magellan can get underway at any time, but we'll need everyone to work together to make it happen. When you're ready to depart, come and join us on the bridge.
Sam, when you come to the bridge, be sure to bring your BB pod with you. We have to pray it still has a strong connection to Amelie.
No, I refuse. My BB pod is for me and me alone. How dare you? Well, Dollman, last time to talk. Looks like Dollman's wearing a jacket. Look. Ha ha ha.
It's time to go, Sam. Tomorrow's going to be fine.
Cool. He's wearing a jacket for the end of the game. That's funny. All right, let's do it. So, do you think Kojima is like a socially awkward dude and he acts like this around other
Everybody
people?
ready?
I'm just curious.
Concentrate. And focus your powers.
For the sake
could
of the
be.
future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
Engaging tar ballast pumps. DHV Magellan, ready to dive.
So silly.
There was a time when I would shatter at every
They did this in the first game too, right?
but now I barely feel the pain when I fall. Despite
Oh my god, she went in for a kiss? That's absolutely unacceptable and ridiculous. And her creepy hands are grabbing his neck. So look at that, she fell in love with him over the course of 2 games. They never brought it up. They literally never brought it up until now. Ah, look who's there. All the characters from both games. That's kind of cool. They show all the characters from both games. That's Tarman's son who died. Of course, you had the sisters who were connected from the first game. Remember that? Dead man. Oh, hello. This all makes sense somehow.
Fragile. Fragile.
She has that jump shock, right? So maybe she didn't make it. Which makes no sense because they're going to beaches, which is supposed to be like the afterlife that each person has.
Discharging tar ballast.
So if she dies, where does she go?
DHV Magellan surfacing.
You're already in the afterlife.
On the double.
Attention all hands. Prepare for flight mode. Brace yourself.
Souls stranded in this place, bound to 8 paths to create this singular beach.
So this is where Higgs is.
I'm activating the hologram. Look. Zooming in.
Tomorrow.
Multiple BTs approaching.
And prepare for battle.
Please, Sam. It has to be you. You have to be the one to finish it.
Take the guitar with you.
Oh,
it's the
no.
perfect weapon for a place like this.
I gotta fight him with a
It draws
guitar.
in beryllium from the surrounding air and converts it into energy. Here on the beach, it should pretty much work indefinitely.
Sam, take me as well. I can serve as a communicator.
We'll take care of things here. Get to it, Sam.
Be careful. And remember, I'll always be with you.
Fragile.
She died. Even though it just means she's going to her beach, which is they can get to now because they can go to any beach they want. What the hell was that about? Final goodbye. Episode 15, On the Beach. The actual title of the game.
Battle stations. Charlie, activate battle mode. Release strand cords.
The hell is this?
Deploy cannons.
Activate dance maneuver to activate cannons.
Screens, activate. Ready to give them hell?
Did you see Fragile was out of her body behind him? Did you notice that?
Okay,
all
Sam.
right.
The DHV Magellan is going to act as bait for all the BTs. We'll take advantage of that to head to the beach, where we'll hopefully find tomorrow waiting for us. Higgs too, of course. This will be a golden opportunity for you two to settle your differences.
All right. This certainly seems like the finale, does it not? This will probably be... Now, we know Kojima, though. Like, even though this is probably the final gameplay segment of the game, how much you want to bet there's still, like, another hour to 90 minutes left? Because there's going to be, like, insane cutscenes at the end, right? All right. So, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank everyone who's watched this playthrough on stream or on demand. The next part will be the finale of Death Stranding 2. I'll see you then.